Welcome to the Military OneSource Podcast. Military OneSource is an official program of the Defense Department with tools, information, and resources to help families navigate all aspects of military life. For more information, visit MilitaryOneSource.mil.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm Bruce Moody. Military families move a lot, and when they move, they bring along their stuff. So we're going to talk about moving your stuff in today's episode. We're joined with a member of the Defense Personal Property Management Office, and they have something new called the Global Household Goods Contract. We'll be calling it GHC over time in this episode, but we'll get there with our guest, who is Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Cody Honeycutt. Colonel, welcome to the podcast. And can you tell me a little bit about what you do? You're with Transcom, am I correct?
That's correct. Yeah, so I've been with the Transcom team for a little over 2 years. My AFSC, if you will, what I do for the Air Force is logistics readiness. And I came to the Transcom team with about 3 years of personal property experience. Prior to that, I was a GPSO commander, a joint personal property shipping office commander at South Central, which is in San Antonio, Texas. So that brought me up to the staff where I've been. And I started out as Chief of Training and Initiatives. And now my role is GHC Transition Lead.
Yeah, it does take all of these offices, all these activities to get people's stuff from A to B. It's quite a challenge. So we're glad to have you with us today. And also thank you for undoing those acronyms. We try to make it easy for folks, and that certainly helps. So let's just get straight to it. And if you would go ahead and tell us, what is the Global Household Goods Contract?
So we have a lot of reform efforts in the Department of Defense to try and get after, as you said, the moving experience for the Department of Defense and Coast Guard and personnel and their families. And so Global Household Goods Contract, as you said, GHC, is that kind of main aspect to improve the relocation experience. So what it is it's Home Safe Alliance is the company who won the award. They'll be serving as a single move manager for the program, and they'll oversee all of the moving companies that are kind of the subcontractors to them that will be packing, shipping, and delivering personal property all across the globe. And so under GHC, as I mentioned, Home Safe, they're going to be the primary contact for the scheduling and the conducting of the move. The DoD, we still serve as the oversight for all of their work. And again, at the local level, the transportation offices will still be primary point of contact for all the customers to ensure that, you know, they're getting a quality move for the relocation experience.
What are some of the key benefits moving customers can expect with a GHC shipment?
Yeah, so the new program, and what we like to say that we focus on providing in the new program, is quality, on-time packing, shipping, and delivery of personal property, modern digital tools to improve communication, and a streamlined process for settling claims should there be any kind of damage, loss, or inconvenience in the move. So again, you know, the biggest focus for us has been to improve the quality that they get, the movers in the home, and that packing experience and the delivery of their property. And those digital tools to help communication, that's just going to allow us to have a single point of contact to reach out to if there's any issues with their move. And then again, at the end, you know, the streamlining of the claims process, that's a huge deal because sometimes the claims process, if there is one, is kind of this long drawn out back and forth. We're looking to kind of move that into a very streamlined process that allows the customer just to interface with one organization and look to settle the claim as quickly as possible. And of course, meet the expectation of the customers on the claims process.
Interesting. So when and where will GHC start?
The transition to the shipments will occur over multiple phases during the next 2 years. We're going to start with domestic or shipments in the continental United States with a hand-selected group of PCS orders. So yeah, well, the services in conjunction with Transcom will reach out to some customers and pick some members to participate in those initial moves. Then early in 2024, we'll look to increase the volume of our CONUS shipments. We'll do like a month-by-month approach, and as we feel comfortable with the systems and the installation readiness, we'll bring on some more shipments in some more locations. Then after we finish the CONUS shipments, we plan on moving a small group of hand-selected international shipments starting in the fall of 2024, with the goal of early 2025 increasing the volume of overseas international shipments under GHC each month, kind of similar to the way we're doing the domestic piece. During the 2-year phase-in, only select shipments will move under GHC at any given time. If your shipment's not selected, you will continue to move under the legacy program, the tender of service as it's known today, and you'll work with an assigned moving company outside of the HomeSafe organization.
How is a military family to know if their shipment will be moved under GHC?
Customers will start out by visiting MilitaryOneSource.mil with a / personal property. They'll click on the Defense Personal Property System or DPS link, and they'll be asked a series of questions to determine if the move will be carried out under GHC or the legacy program. If your shipment is selected to move under GHC, you'll see 2 new online systems that you'll be working out of: MilMove, which is the government system, and HomeSafe Connect, which is the contractor's system. You would be using both of those instead of DPS. These new user-friendly systems will provide the opportunity for customers to oversee their move in a brand new way, making it easier than ever before to request, track, manage, just oversee the shipment in general. Unlike DPS, both systems can be accessed using either the desktop or the handheld device, making it much more convenient. i.e. moving to the mobile platforms is much more convenient to all of our customers. We have a fact sheet called Scheduling a GHC Shipment that you can read about on Military OneSource to learn more about using those new systems and to request and manage your shipments.
And the link you just referred to on Military OneSource, we'll put that in the program notes. Interestingly, we've been working very carefully with Transcom and putting a lot of information about moving personal property. And you can find it all at that link. So in addition to the GHC, that which we're talking about today, you can find all manner of other stuff. But will the DoD be involved in the moving process and monitor HomeSafe's performance?
Yes, that's one thing that we want the customers to be aware of, that the DoD will be a large part in the moving process, with Transcom and the services conducting numerous roles under GHC. And those folks will be responsible for reviewing and approving moving requests, sharing information through counseling, monitoring HomeSafe's performance on a daily basis, preparing monthly performance assessments, helping resolve issues at the local installation level. And I would say, as always, we tell all the customers, you're encouraged to reach out to your local transportation office if you have any questions or need any assistance during your move. So yeah, we're going to continue that. But I would say we'll probably take it up another level. So yeah, we're looking forward to ensuring that HomeSafe performs at the level that we expect them to. And if something does go awry, that we can be there to make sure we make note of it.
So to follow up then, how would a military family share their feedback with their moving experiences under a GHC?
Much like the current tender of service program, where they have the CSS or the customer satisfaction survey, we'll continue to utilize that survey to gather feedback on the move from HomeSafe, as well as its network of moving providers. Surveys will also serve as a way to assess the support that you receive from the government offices that were also involved in your movement. The feedback has a direct impact on the quality of the program and the providers that HomeSafe uses under GHC. So we really encourage all of our customers to complete the surveys in a timely manner and reach out to either HomeSafe customer care representatives or their local transportation office if they experience any problems during their move. But yeah, the survey is going to be the customer's direct way to actually communicate that feedback. The contractor will get graded on the customer satisfaction surveys, and we're taking that as a huge part of our efforts to ensure that they're performing up to the standards that we've set.
So we're going to put another link in the program notes. This is one to MilitaryOneSource.mil, and it's /GHC. It's the page for the Global Household Goods Contact Information page. Can you tell us a little bit about what one will find when they go to that page?
Yeah, so if you visit the GHC contract information page on Military OneSource, you'll have fact sheets, you'll have a list of frequently asked questions. There'll be our phase-in timeline updates to where you can see kind of, where locations will be turned on and kind of when, so customers can kind of anticipate when they might be moving. A whole host of things available on Military OneSource, not just GHC, but current program as well. But yeah, we're looking to get all the GHC information in one place so that the customers have that one-stop shop so that they can get all they need.
Got it. So my last question is that while you work for this organization, you're also a customer. You're an active duty service member. And I just would like your thoughts on what it means to move people's personal property.
Yeah, so it's very interesting you mentioned that, because when I get a chance to tell folks about my background, I do kind of bring that exact point up. So I'm a dual military family. My wife's a flight nurse. I've been in the Air Force for going on 19 years. She's been in the Air Force for going on 16 years. We've moved numerous times. And so when you think about a household goods move, and you think about someone packing up all your items and moving them from say San Antonio to Scott Air Force Base, you want all those items to get there in one piece, because you don't want anything to, when you unpack, to be damaged or lost or completely destroyed. So I like to let folks know that we're very concerned about each and every move that takes place in the DoD, and we want them all to be what I would consider that white glove treatment, to where everybody can experience the highest level of service. And I think what the goal of GHC is to get those customers that high level of service, that quality move experience that they deserve. We have a lot of things we have to worry about on our day-to-day normal jobs, and the PCS shouldn't be one of them. So I'm happy to be a part of the team that's bringing it across the finish line, and I certainly look forward to getting my chance to test it out when it's our turn to move again.
A pleasure to have you with us today. Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Cody Honeycutt with the Defense Personal Property Management Office at the United States Transportation Command. We appreciate you being with us today.
Yeah, thank you for the invite. I appreciate the time. As always, we love to be able to provide any information we can, get it out to the customers. Yeah, so we really appreciate the invite.
Always great to have you on board. Thank you. And want to remind everybody that Military OneSource is an official resource of the Defense Department. We want to hear from you. So click on the link in the program notes, send us a note, a comment, a question, maybe an idea for a future episode. And be sure to subscribe to this podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts, because we cover a wide range of topics that help military families navigate military life. I'm Bruce Moody. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.